but a quality field nonetheless. There is Helena Beery, the world 5,000-metre champion twice over in 2017 and 19, but a really competent 1,500-metre runner and miler, stepping down a distance, and will be a real test here for Laura Muir. There she is, reigning European champion and British champion, 4th at the World Championships, and having a great season. This, in fact, is her first 1,500 metres outdoors this season. She's had some success in the 800 metres and over the 1,000 metres last weekend. And Ciara Mageean, well, breaking Irish records for fun, and the aim this afternoon to try and set a new record in this event and beat Sonia O'Sullivan's time of 3:58.85, set back in 1995. She is in terrific form, the Irish woman, 28 years old, and a chance here, perhaps, to break 4 minutes for the first time. Also in this field, Winnie Chebet from Kenya, Laura Waitman, who had such a good run last weekend in Monaco. Elish McColgan there, you can see centre of picture, the tall figure with the instantly recognisable haircut. So 1,500 metres. A rather long hold. Two pacemakers, Nimitz and Trost, who've been tasked with going through 400 metres in 64 seconds and 800 in 2:08, which is exactly 4-minute pace, but they will fancy going a little bit quicker here, I'm sure. Laura Muir will fancy testing herself here against Helena Beery. You can just see Beery going wide on the outside there, out into lane 2, just to take closer order. Elish McColgan there as well, Trost, and Helena Beery with that instantly recognisable wide arm carriage. Laura Waitman, who was terrific in the 5,000 metres last weekend in Monaco, really came of age there, with Elish McColgan just behind her. Laura Muir keeping out of trouble. 40, well, the clock didn't stop. No, it did. Yet. Just waiting for the 400-metre mark to come up. Laura Muir really loves testing herself, and O'Beery ideally placed here. 64.07, almost bang on the money, Tony, for 400 metres.
Yeah, Laura Muir front running characteristically there. Coach Andy Young, herself and Gemma Reekie, good training partners up there. Andy Young's done a superb job, both athletes.
Well, it's excellent pacemaking here by these two. Laura Muir then tracking them. They're on track for a 4-minute time. Two pacemakers, Laura Muir then, and Laura Waitman also just taking closer order. Shannon Robury as well, we should mention, for the USA, is just behind Laura Muir. She's having a fine season as well. Jessica Hull. And Helena Beery has just disappeared down the pack a little bit. 5,000 metres, of course, her favourite event. But Laura Muir really well positioned here as they approach 800 metres. One of the pacemakers steps off the track. Her work is done. Just outside the desired time, but 2:09, Tony, is a pretty respectable pacemaking.
Yeah, I'm a little out of my depth when it comes to things like 1,500, Chris. Unless it's at the end of a decathlon, that's really where I do my coaching, and that really is an endurance event for the men. But no, chipping along nicely here.
So Laura Muir in a perfect position there. Shannon Robury just behind her, Jessica Hull. Then it's Laura Waitman. And Helena Beery really starting to feel the pressure here, starting to maybe feel the pinch as they approach the bell. Laura Muir then taking it on. And here is the bell, 400 to go. Laura Muir, Shannon Robury in second place. Now she stretches away. Brilliant partnership with Gemma Reekie as well. Andy Young, their coach. Chebet in second place, but that gap getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Laura Muir, who was winner here in very different conditions, is putting on a show here. Melissa Courtney Bryant, we've also should mention that Chebet, none of them can live with her. Look at that, that gap is getting bigger and bigger. 20, 25 metres. Laura Muir means business here. The world lead just outside 4 minutes. And the meeting record 3:57 by Gudaf Tsegai. But Laura Muir piling it on here. Obviously had a word with Andy Young beforehand. They had a plan. We thought it might be more of a test from Helen Obiri, but no, not at all. And Laura Muir is running away with this. Let's keep an eye on the clock. 3:57.87. It's the fastest time in the world this year. Laura Muir, a solo act in the last 400 metres there. Brilliant front running from the European champion. She just blew the field apart, and that will feel good. And no wonder she smiles. Laura Waitman approves. Fastest time in the world this year. She's been in brilliant form over 800 metres and the 1,000, breaking Kelly Holmes' record in Monaco last weekend. But her favourite event, leading a British 1-2-3. Laura Waitman coming through to take a season's best, and Melissa Courtney Bryant there, a personal best for her in third place. Winnie Chebet having to settle for fourth.
It's not often you see that. I would reminiscent of the British days of a 1-2-3 in the 1500 with the men of the likes of Cohen.